So, good afternoon, class. I am Teacher Angela, your teacher for today. But before we start to our discussion, um, Mr. Mapa, can you lead the prayer? Amen. So, um, for our attendance for today, may I call on Miss Secretary? Will you check the attendance and hand to me later? So, before we proceed to our main topic, I just want to ask some questions regarding to the topic that we discussed last meeting. So, what are those topics or what are those um, things that we've tackled last meet? Yes, Miss Murata. Yes, it's all about different types of hazard. Very good. But before we proceed to our main topic, let's unlock a an activity to motivated you to learn to our discussion. So um this activity is called jumble words. All you need to do is um, define the jumbled letters that I'll present. So class, are you ready? Yes. So let's start. So the first word is, anyone who wants to guess what this word is? Yes, Miss Gusila. Yes, very good. This word is hard hat. Another one. Anyone who wants to guess? Yes, Mr. Mapa. Very good. It's earmuffs. And the last one. Yes, Miss Buhawe. Yes, it's gloves. Oh, I forgot this one also. Who wants to guess? Yes, very good. It's boots. So class, based on the words that I proceed, what do you think is our discussion for today? Yes, Mr. Rivero. Mm, equipment. Any other hand? Yes, Miss Azurine. Yes. So our topic for today is all about the personal protective equipment. But before we proceed to our discussion, let me introduce our objective first. So at the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to explain the different types of required protective equipments, identify the different types of personal protective equipment, and create a slogan about the importance of the personal protective equipment. So the personal protective equipment, or the PPE, is a clothing or gear worn to minimize exposure to health and safety hazards, especially in workplace. So workers tend to wear those personal protective equipment to minimize the injury or to minimize their self in exposure to health and safety hazards, just like any injuries like infectious materials, chemicals, physical injuries, or airborne particles. So, do you understand? Very good. And now let's tackle some of the important required personal protective equipment that a workers must wear. So, the first one, so please read. So when we say hard hat, it is a type of hat that worn by the workers, especially in a construction site, to avoid any injury in their head, because hard hat helps them to minimize the injury in their head, to avoid the falling objects or the hard falling objects na possible na makakos ng injury sa head nila. So, once na papasok ka sa construction site, workers need to wear this hat. This is also according to the safety of them. So the next equipment is the earmuffs. Class, when we say earmuffs, it is a type of hearing protection PPE na sinusuot ng isang workers, lalo na kapag nasa yung type of work niya is in the field of aircraft or sa airport. Kasi too much radiation of the sound, sa sobrang lakas ng sound, it possible na makakakos ito ng hearing loss para sa isang tao or yung tinging ringing sa ears na maririnig, na may maririnig kang parang crickets or anything na injured sa ear or sa tenga ng isang tao. So, workers in that field ay pinapasuot ng earmuffs to avoid hearing loss or any injury in their ears. So another one is the safety mask. So the safety mask is used to protect the wearer's nose or the worker's nose and mouth from any airborne hazards or particles na in their workplace, lalo na yung mga infectious diseases and liquid splashes na magkakakos ng injury sa kanilang mouth and sa kanilang nose. So another one is the safety glasses. When you say safety glasses, class, please read. Yes, safety glasses ay ginagamit ng mga workers to avoid any injury sa eyes nila. Katulad nga ng binasa nyo kanina, it protects their eyes from any flying particles or moderate impacts sa mga ginagawa nila, lalo na dun sa mga nagwo-welding. So, it protects their eyes from flying particles or any debris na makakakos ng injury sa eyes nila. And the construction vest. So when we say construction vest, it is a type of high visibility personal protective equipment which designed to make the workers more visible, lalo na sa umaga man yan or sa gabi, in construction site and any other hazardous environment. Just like kapag nalagay ka sa parking area, so you need to wear the visibility shirt para malaman na nasa likod ka or may tao dun sa gilid or sa likod. Another one is the gloves. So the gloves, when we say gloves, it is a physical barrier which worn on the hands of any person, or especially yung mga workers in various workplace hazards. So, para ma-minimize yung exposure nila through injuries or any chemical exposures, mechanical injury, or even the microorganism and the physical injury like yung cuts or yung burns sa kamay. Another one is the safety boots. Class, when we say safety boots, it is specialized footwear designed for workers to protect their feet and ankles from various workplace hazards. So, yung safety boots na sinusuot nila is it protects them against the high temperature of the environment and from any injuries na rin na magkakos ng cuts sa paa nila, just like pag may naapakan silang nails or anything na like shattered glasses. So hindi magkakaroon ng cuts kasi may suot silang safety boots, and that safety boots is thick that can fully protect and cover their feet. And the last one is the harness lanyard. When I say harness lanyard, so it connects a safety harness to an anchor point and is crucial for working at height to prevent falls. So lalo na sa mga gumagawa ng buildings, yung mga na-assign dun sa top is need nilang magsuot ng harness lanyard to protect themselves para in case na mawalan sila ng balance, so hindi sila totally mahuhulog kasi nga nakakabit yung harness lanyard nila dun sa taas, and that harness lanyard is anchored to their body, so it totally protects them from any injury like falling injury. So class, did you get what we've discussed? Very good. Do you have any question, clarifications? No? Yes. So now let's proceed to our next activity. So to enhance your knowledge about our discussion, so let's do this. The next activity is just group yourself or count or four groups. Four groups consist of 5 members. So 4 groups consist of 5 members. So all you need to do is to create a slogan about the importance of personal protective equipment. So the bond paper is provided. All you need to do is to think a slogan about that specific question. You can start now, and you have 5 minutes to do the activity. So I already have your activity, and it serves also as your attendance. So I'll check later on your perspective groups. So to gain more or to improve our understanding on our topic, What do you think is the importance of PPE in working in everyday life? Yes, Miss Valdez. Very good. So wearing PPE in working everyday life can protect them and can keep them safe because it minimize the it minimize their exposure to any injury. So thank you. Anyone? Yes, Miss Tika. Yes, very good. Thank you for that idea. So again, what is our topic? Yes, Miss Morata. Very good. So to further assess your understanding and knowledge about the personal protective equipment, let's shake a little bit. So um, by doing this activity, so all you need to do is to identify the different types of personal protective equipment. So I'll show you the five personal protective equipment that you need to identify. You have 5 minutes to answer the questions. So again, any question, class, on our topic? As you know. So as for your assignment, you need to search other personal protective equipment na hindi natin na-discuss kanina. And I'll ask you um, one by one to an different give a different types of personal protective equipment pa na alam nyo. So, hope that you gain knowledge and understand what we've discussed earlier. And I guess there's no more question. So, class dismiss.